Hi, welcome back. In our last video, we looked at using the feeling wheel for analyzing a character's feelings and traits. We're going to continue that, and I'm going to do part of this paragraph, and you're going to do the rest of it for this guided practice. So let's go ahead and review the feeling wheel. Remember, we've got our core feelings in the middle, and then from there we can branch out into these deeper words. And if you don't know what some of these words mean, that's okay. We got our friend Google here to help. All right, so let's go back. This is another paragraph from Marigolds by Eugenia Collier. And in the last video, we read about how the narrator and her family felt very trapped by the fact that they were poor because of the Great Depression. And they felt like they were an animal in a cage and like they couldn't get out and they couldn't be free because of all of the poverty in their life. So we're going to keep reading, and I'm going to stop at a certain point, and then you're going to pick up from there. So let's go ahead and let's look at the directions first. Use the feeling wheel. You will identify information about the character. Then you will create a comment where you will identify the characteristics using the language of the feeling wheel. Additionally, don't forget to mark unknown words in red and define them with a comment. So let's go. By the time I was 14, my brother Joey and I were the only children left at our house, the older ones having left home for early marriage or the lure of the city, and the two babies having been sent to relatives who might care for them better than we. So I'm going to stop here. We can make a note. I was 14. And we have another character, my brother Joey. So now we have narrator and brother Joey. And it says that they were the only children left at our house. Why is that? Good readers ask questions. So let's look. Some of the people are gone because of marriage, or they went to the city. And then there were two babies who were sent to go live with family because this family was so poor. So already we might kind of look at the feeling wheel, and here I might identify sad because they're the only ones. But let's go deeper. She's not guilty. She didn't do anything wrong. She's not ashamed. But here, all of her brothers and sisters are gone except one. So here we might say lonely. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to highlight this sentence, left click, and post a comment. And I'm going to use this word from my feeling wheel. Okay? So let's go and read the second sentence. Joey was 3 years younger than I and a boy, and therefore vastly inferior. So more quotes about Joey. Put him in green because he's a character. He's 3 years younger than I. So we know the narrator, she's not the younger sister, she's the older sister. And she says Joey was inferior. Let's look up that word. Lower in rank, status, or quality. Inferior in Spanish, right? Here, she's saying that her brother is not as good as she is. So let's see if we can find that on the feeling wheel. If you're saying your brother is not that good, are you being sad, mad, or scared? Probably more mad, right? And here, hurt, hostile, angry, selfish, hateful, critical, or maybe she's just kind of teasing him or making fun of him. So maybe we might say she's a little hostile, right? Making fun of her brother, making him sound like he is not as good as she is. So we might say hostile here. So you can see, you can look at your feeling wheel, read, identify words you don't know, and then analyze the character.